UFC middleweight prospect Bo Nickal has continued to defend his performance on Saturday night, this time against what he's branded disappointing commentary. Nickal extended his perfect professional MMA and UFC records on the main card of this past weekend's UFC 309 pay-per-view, getting past his toughest test to date in the form of Paul Craig. But the American wrestling specialist wasn't tested in the Scotsman's domain, with the three-round affair playing out entirely on the feet. That led to a less than exciting contest, which the crowd inside Madison Square Garden let the two fighters know. Boos rained down following the fight and throughout Nickal's Octagon interview, and they were only amplified when the undefeated 185-libber dismissed the fans' complaints and expressed joy at how he performed. As it turns out, the paying audience weren't the only ones with an opinion that Nickal thoroughly disagreed with. During an appearance on Monday's episode of the Ariel Helwani show on Uncrowned, Nickal took issue with the cage-side commentators after watching back his victory over Birju in New York City. Nickal appeared particularly frustrated by Daniel Cormier apparently writing off his chances against Khamzat Chimaev based off that performance. The commentary and just hearing the way that they were looking at the fight, it made me feel like they didn't know what was going on as much, Nickal said. Because anybody that I've talked to that are people that I trust and shoot straight with me were like, dude, you shut that guy out. Domination. It was a flawless fight. Then to hear DC say things like, oh, he's not ready for Khamzat Chimaev, I think he was trying to be respectful but also maybe set me down a peg. It was just weird to hear. It was a little disappointing to hear those comments from people that I respect a lot. What was going on in these guys' heads? It just makes me feel like they don't know what was happening, Nickal continued. It's confusing because I'm like, wait, what? How do you get that from that? I didn't even really get touched. It's so crazy. Cormier wasn't the only one sharing that sentiment, and getting pushback from Nickal soon after. Former welterweight title challenger and middleweight contender Darren Till suggested the same in a more colorful fashion on social media. The decorated wrestler gave a short and sweet reply, attaching a gif of the Gorillas' knockout loss to Jorge Masvidal in 2019.